The small town of Everbrook had always been quiet, its streets lined with charming cottages and flower-filled gardens. Life moved at a slow and steady pace, where everyone knew each other, and surprises were few and far between. For Olivia Carter, life was predictable: work at her quaint bookshop, coffee at her favorite cafe, and evenings spent alone in her cozy apartment. It was safe, it was simple, and it was lonely. She had loved once before, years ago, but heartbreak had left her wary, building walls so high that she barely noticed when someone knocked on her door or her heart, until one fateful winter morning. The first snowfall of the season dusted the town in white, making everything look like a scene from a postcard. Olivia had just unlocked the door to Everbrook Book Nook, her beloved shop, when the chime above the entrance jingled. And there he was, a man with dark tousled hair, warm brown eyes, and a dimpled smile that sent an unfamiliar flutter through her heart. He carried a single package in his hands, slightly dusted with snow. "Delivery for Olivia Carter?" She blinked, taking in the sight of him. He wasn't their usual mailman. "That's me." He extended the package. "I'm Noah Bennett, filling in for my uncle while he's recovering. He runs the post office." She took the package carefully, feeling a strange warmth in her fingertips where their hands nearly brushed. "Nice to meet you, Noah. Hope your uncle gets well soon." "Thanks. I'm sure he'll be back soon." Noah hesitated, his eyes flickering to the shelves lined with books. "This is a beautiful shop." Olivia nodded, shifting the package. "It's my little corner of the world." Noah smiled. "Well, I'll probably be around for a while, so I guess I'll see you again." And with that, he turned and walked out into the snow, leaving Olivia with a pounding heart and a question she hadn't asked herself in a long time. Was love knocking on her door again? True to his word, Noah was around more often than Olivia expected. At first, it was just the occasional delivery. A small "Good morning, Olivia," with a charming smile that made her heartbeat stutter. Then came the unexpected visits, stopping by for a book recommendation, lingering a little longer than necessary as they talked about stories, travel, and the magic of getting lost in a good book. One evening, as she was locking up, she found him standing outside, holding 2 cups of coffee. "I thought you might like one," he said, offering it to her. She hesitated before taking it, the warmth spreading through her fingers. "Why are you being so nice to me?" Noah chuckled. "Maybe because I like talking to you. Maybe because you seem like someone who's forgotten how to let people in." His words struck a chord in her, but she masked it with a small laugh. "And you think a cup of coffee will change that?" "It's a start," he said, his eyes twinkling. And somehow, Olivia found herself opening up, little by little, conversation by conversation. As the weeks passed, Noah became a fixture in her world. He started stopping by, not just for deliveries, but for long conversations in the bookshop. They shared laughter over mismatched book recommendations, argued playfully about classic versus contemporary literature, and stole quiet moments sipping hot chocolate on snowy evenings. But as much as Olivia enjoyed his presence, fear lingered in the back of her mind. One night, as they walked through the softly lit streets after closing up the shop, Noah asked, "Why do you always look like you're afraid of something?" She exhaled, her breath visible in the cold air. "Because I know what it feels like to lose something good." Noah stopped, turning to face her. "Not everything ends in heartbreak, Olivia." She met his gaze, emotions swirling inside her. "And what if it does? Then at least you gave yourself a chance to feel something real." She wanted to believe him, but old wounds weren't so easily healed. The Everbrook Winter Festival arrived, turning the town into a wonderland of twinkling lights and festive cheer. Olivia hadn't planned to go, but Noah had other ideas. He showed up at her shop just as she was closing, holding out his hand. "Come with me." She hesitated. "Noah, no excuses, just this once. Say yes." Something about the way he said it made her walls crumble, just a little. So she did. The festival was beautiful, ice sculptures glowing under lantern lights, children laughing as they built snowmen, and music filling the air. But Olivia barely noticed any of it, because all she could see was Noah. Underneath the soft glow of fairy lights, he turned to her and said, "I know you're scared, but I don't want to be just another chapter in your story. I want to be part of the whole book." Her heart ached, but this time it wasn't from fear. It was from the overwhelming realization that Noah had become something she never expected. A chance, a hope, a love knocking at her door. And for the first time in years, she was ready to open it. The snowfall thickened around them as she took a deep breath and finally whispered, "Okay." Noah's smile was slow and genuine. "Okay?" She nodded. "Let's see where this story goes." And as he reached for her hand, Olivia knew. Sometimes love doesn't wait for you to be ready. Sometimes it simply knocks, and all you have to do is open the door. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more interesting stories.